30 seconds.
My problem isn't too much. That was my issue.
Welcome to Loch, Scotland for What on the Loch 2024. We're out here in Loch Lomond, and we got the women's RX division getting set to take on their second event of the competition. 2-day competition here from Loch. They had a 4-mile kayak this morning. You can go check on B.Friendly Fitness Instagram or What on the Loch Instagram to see a little 5-minute recap of that.
3, 2, 1, go!
The second event of the day is underway, and it's a twist on a classic workout. Ellie.
Here we are. This is your one and only heat of RX females taking to that 400-meter run course. This is
Lauren Smith on the mic.
On an old girl classic.
And the workout is Kelly.
We're going to do 5 rounds for time. We're going to run 400 meters. Come into the floor and play. Pick up that 6 kg wall ball. We're going to hit the lower target 30 times. Then we are going to do 30 hurdles or long traverses, also known as. So, only a little bit of work to do in the next 27 minutes because that is the cap. So we've seen our scale.
Just let Lauren give you guys a rundown of the workout there. 5 rounds, 400-meter run, 30 wall balls, 30 hurdle jumps. Get over that log you see there in front of you. Women in this heat, lane number 2 is going to be Leah Heath, lane 3 Emily Johnson, lane 4 Hannah Berry, lane 5 Sapphire Goddard, lane 6 Natalie Meeker, lane 7 Renata Goodell, lane 8 Helen Kluwer, and lane 9 Carly Bryden. They are the women in the RX division here. I believe that is Hannah Berry, lane 4, back first. She was the winner of the 4-mile kayak this morning. She has a triathlon background. And so the first 2 workouts of this competition are actually right up her wheelhouse with a long run. And then a grinding workout here, a long kayak, excuse me, and then a grinder workout. Kelly, last female athlete, is just getting back and all started on this first set of 30 wall balls. So left to right, we have Carly Bryden, Helen Kluwer, Renata Goodell, Renata in the pink there. Excuse me, no. Yeah, that is Renata Goodell. Natalie Meeker next to her. Natalie Meeker in the black with the pink writing. Sapphire Goddard there. Burgundy top, gray shorts. Blue shorts is going to be Hannah Berry, overall leader in the competition. Outside of Hannah, we got Emily Johnson and Leah Heath.
Her first time here at What on the Loch. Natalie Meeker, lane number 6, all the way.
6 kilo wall ball, normal 9-foot target.
Lane number 7, Renata Goodell.
Sapphire Goddard and Natalie Meeker turned first and second to the hurdle.
Lane number 9.
Natalie Meeker from South Africa. She was second on the kayak this morning. Sapphire, UK, she was 3rd. The pink is Renata. Closest to us there is Helen Kluwer, and now in the blue, Carly Bryden joining the mix. Way on the other side of the floor, Leah Heath with the leopard print bottoms, and in the blue shorts there, Hannah Berry, who is first back from the run, is second to last woman to the hurdles. Emily Johnson with the final wall ball at the rig, and all of the women will be on to the hurdle hops here in round number 1.
When it comes to these hurdles,
The standard for the hurdle is pretty simple. Your hands and feet and/or feet can touch the hurdle. You can have more than 3 points of contact, and you also can't jump straight over it. Nobody has done that. And that's it. Natalie Meeker out under the gate at about the 3-minute and 40-second mark. Sapphire Goddard 3 seconds behind her.
2 semi-finals. One from the African region, one from Europe.
So they're out on their second 400-meter run. We'll see who's going to be the 3rd female behind them. It's likely to be either Helen or Renata. There is Helen. Helen Kluwer followed by Carly Bryden, who made up some ground on those hurdles. 4 women gone on that second run. 4 women.
World at the moment. Had multiple invites to World Championships. Couldn't go. We're getting the invite. That's the hard bit.
There's Natalie setting the pace. Sapphire just a couple maybe a meter behind her there.
Leah Heath lane at 2. Renata Patel lane 3.
Round 2 of 5. Variation of Kelly. Kyle Russell loves doing variations of girl workouts at his competitions. He had a variation of Nancy last year, and Kelly's on tap this year. So there's 1 and 2. You see coming into frame there is number 3, which should be Helen Kluwer and then Carly Bryden as well. So those are the top 4. Top 2 females rounding the turn, coming back into the gate, into the field here. So Natalie Meeker continuing to lead Sapphire Goddard. Right, almost nothing between them. Natalie does have 1 more lane to go.
Leaders, Natalie Meeker and Sapphire Goddard.
Take a look at the workout there.
Round 2 on 30 warbles.
Top 3 females back. Carly Bryden's coming to join them.
As expected, making up plenty of time on that run. Running a wall. So prevalent in High
5 rounds on this one. We're at about the 6-minute mark. They're on their second set of wall balls.
And there goes Emily Johnson into round number 2.
See that mountain in the background. One year they ran all the way up that and back down as one of the workouts. One thing Kyle loves to do is to give the athletes that wide on the lock an experience that they can't get at just any normal competition. Certainly has been the case. Talking to Sapphire Goddard, who turns around 1 rep there ahead of Natalie Meeker, and Dan Tide, her partner, who's also competing in the men's field. One of the reasons they came out here is to get these experiences that you can't necessarily get at most competitions. Their team did make the CrossFit Games last year. Sapphire had to sit it out with the injury. Dan Tide was there competing for off ramp. So it continues to be Goddard and Meeker, 1 and 2. Helen Kluwer now on the log overs as well. Helen was 4th on the row this morning, or the kayak this morning, so these were 4, 2, and 3 as who would go closest to furthest on that 4-mile kayak earlier today. Anna Berry was the winner of that one. Got a quick interview with her on Instagram at the conclusion of that little 5-minute recap video if you want to go check that out. And Sapphire overtakes Meeker there in round 2, so she's out on her 3rd run. And Meeker right behind her. About a 20-meter gap. Carly Bryden joining Helen Kluwer here on the hurdle overs. Renata Gattel in the pink on the wall balls. Looks like Anna Berry has finished up her second set of wall balls just ahead of Renata. So we got Goddard and Meeker out on the run. Kluwer and Bryden battling for 3rd. And Berry and Meeker, and Gattel battling. Kluwer will head out 3rd. Sapphire Goddard out there leading the way. As she exits screen right, you're going to see coming into your screen on the left, there's Meeker. There's the gap between 1st and 2nd.
Carly Bryden, she's gone. Rapid.
Goddard rounding the corner in the background.
Looks like out
some
on the
perspective
run
here.
Goddard with a little bit
Carly
of
Bryden is set off in 4th. Barry
about it.
and Gattel
Gap opening up.
joined by Leah Heath on the hurdle overs. 5, 6, and 7 in the heat, and as they're still working on that in round 2,
10-minute mark of this
Sapphire coming back in.
Workout.
And it's Renata Gattel who passes Barry on the hurdle overs.
4 left for Hannah Berry.
Sapphire back in. She'll get set on her hurdles. Knee injury last year kept her out, so it's great to see her back in competition. Talking with her and Dan earlier. It's given her a new lease on life, new appreciation for the body and taking care of it. Not to say that she wasn't doing that beforehand, but so top 2 athletes here. 3rd round of 30 wall balls, just past the 10-minute mark. And there comes Carly Bryden, no, not Carly Bryden, Helen Kluwer, excuse me, in the 3rd spot. Continuing to have a good showing here in event number 2. So top 3 women all on the set of 30 wall balls. Quick break for Goddard. Mika continuing to grind through. And Kluwer with the wall ball up and off the ground. Sapphire finishing up. Time for a quick smile, and she'll head to the hurdle overs. No wasted time in the transition there. A lot of the athletes messing around with different ways to get up and over these.
2019. And it was the first time I ever interviewed Sapphire Goddard after a heat win. And she told me she'd only been doing CrossFit 6 months
Meeker
or something.
comes and joins her.
Like crazy. A naturally fit athlete.
Third round here. In case you're just joining us and missed the workout, we got a variation of Kelly.
Natalie Mika finding her pace over
400
those
meter run around the field here in Loch. 30 wall ball, 30 hurdle overs. These are the top 3 women in the RX division in this event. They came in, Sapphire came in 3rd after the kayak this morning. She leaves here maintaining the lead, 3 rounds down.
Goddard eases herself into her 4th round.
It's a 12-minute mark, so she's on pace for about a 20-minute
time here
time.
for Mika to close the gap.
Meeker was 2nd on the kayak this morning. Holds the 2nd spot right now in this one. Helen Kluwer, who was 4th on the 4-mile kayak,
international
currently
CrossFit
3rd.
stage. Now
There goes
representing
Meeker.
in Scotland at Road on the Loch as Natalie Mika makes her way out for her 4th round.
So Goddard and Meeker on to round number 4. Kluwer all alone on the hurdles there, and we got a battle between 3 women on the wall balls. Anna Berry, right side of the screen in the blue shorts, is overall leader after 1 event. Renata Gattel in the pink pants and Carly Bryden in the light blue left side of the floor. In the background you see Sapphire Goddard
As they have set a sizable
way
gap
back
in the rest
there,
of the field.
working on that 4th run.
Is the next nearest to them, currently sitting unofficially in 3rd. This endurance style event suiting her skill set.
There's Kluwer heading off on her 3rd run, and Bryden
And there goes Kluwer.
moving into the 4th position.
Breeden eyeing her, wanting to
Bryden 6th this morning on the kayak. 8 women in the RX division here, all of them in 1 heat. We have 3 heat of RX men coming up after this.
Carly after Pete.
Renata Gattel moves to the hurdles. Hannah Berry, 5 reps to go in the background. I mentioned Hannah had won that event earlier today. Last year she competed in the intermediate division here, moving up to the RX. It's always fun and cool to see athletes make that move up into a higher division. Bryden Gattel continuing to work. Berry coming to join them, and here comes Sapphire Goddard. She'll be starting in on her 4th set of wall balls. Nice, great position there for Sapphire, keeping that torso nice and upright, supporting position with the hands for the weight of the wall ball. Low parallel, but not too low. Beautiful set here from Sapphire Goddard to open up round number 4. Quick break, right back into it as she sees Natalie Meeker coming back from that 4th run, so they'll continue to be 1 and 2.
There goes Charlie Bryden. He's done with the traverses out onto that 400-meter run. It does look like those two had a pretty comfortable advantage on that 3rd place spot. And there goes Renata Gattal.
Right side of your screen, Helen Kluwer is returning from the run in round 4, so she'll be solidly in the 3 spot here in the heat, and therefore also the division. Sapphire done with those wall balls in round 4.
Kluwer starts her wall on her 4th round. Goddard is on to the hurdle.
Very on the hurdles in round number 3.
Natalie Meeker hunting her down. Lane 5,
Johnson on the
6,
hurdles in
and
round
8
number 2, I believe.
are your current 3.
Right side of the screen, Leah Heath on the wall balls in round 3. Meeker done with the wall balls for the 4th time.
Meeker on to the Loch traverses.
Long legs for Meeker makes us curl overs very easy. At least they look easy. Sapphire having a word with their judge, they're not sure what's
Meeker.
he's telling her to make sure her leg clears the hurdle.
Opportunity as Sapphire took a rest.
Left side of your screen there is Kluwer finishing up her wall balls, and she'll head to the hurdles here. And 16:55 on the clock. Sapphire Goddard heads out for her final round. She's falling off that 20-minute pace, but still moving great and opening up a bit of a lead. So it's just cruise control now for Goddard into the final round.
One more for Emily Johnson. Now she's running.
Bryden back from the run in round 4, left side of the screen. She'll get to work on the wall balls as Meeker heads out on her final run. Far right side of the screen, Leah Heath. Renata Gattal giving Carly Bryden a battle here.
Heat 1 is about your 12-minute warning. But that is until go time. So you've got 10 minutes left to warm up.
18 minutes past, 9 minutes to the time cap. Anna Berry back from her 4th run.
Round number 4.
Sapphire Goddard there in the background, working on her final run. Kluwer finishes up. She'll head out on her final run, about the 18:45 mark.
Is anyone going to turn that through in this final round?
This is a battle here for the 4, 5, and 6 positions in the heat.
Goddard coming back into the arena. All that remains are 30 wall balls and 30 hurdles.
The 19-minute mark, Sapphire Goddard back from the final run. Had a close race with Meeker earlier on. Opened up the lead in round 2 and has only extended it every round since then, straight into the final set of wall balls. Renata Gattal has now passed Carly Bryden. See Carly turning to join her there. We got a race here for 4 and 5 in the heat between Bryden and Gattel. Meeker in the background will be entering the rig area for the final time. She's got 60 reps remaining. So it's Sapphire Goddard and Natalie Meeker, 1 and 2. Ellen Kluwer out on the run in the final round, and then this is your battle for 4th and 5th. Gattel in the pink, Bryden in the blue. All athletes in all divisions taking on this test today. Only difference for the men and the women is the wall balls. The run and the hurdles exactly the same. For scaled, intermediate, and RX, men and women, respectively, it's the same. There's Sapphire Goddard, final 30 reps. Finish up the workout by getting back underneath the rig, actually. That'll be what ultimately trips the time for the judge.
And here comes
Meeker.
Natalie Meeker.
Joins her on the log, so this is your top 2. Sapphire with a big rep advantage. Not sure exactly how many. 10 more reps for Sapphire.
Whose judge's hand is going to be in the air first? 5 reps for Sapphire. 4, 3. A final rep. And Sapphire Goddard will try and go under the hurdle and run to the finish line.
And Sapphire Goddard will take the event win here, event number 2.
Kept her out of the semi-finals. They kept her away from the game.
So
She's
third
back on
this
the
morning
competition floor.
in the kayak.
And she is
First out here on the field, one more event to go, which will be a log lifting strongman AMRAP later this evening.
Seconds.
Hand up for Meeker.
The South Africa putting on a show. 1 rep remaining.
And at the 22-minute mark, Meeker will come in. So she'll have back-to-back second-place finishes for Meeker. That'll put Goddard and Meeker tied on points. With the event win, Sapphire Goddard will overtake the lead. And Kluwer,
Helen Kluwer and Hannah Berry both on.
4th this morning, looking to lock up a 3rd-place finish here. You see Hannah Berry with the hand up over there, but she's on round 4. Kluwer on round number 5. Berry was the winner of this morning's event. So she's going to take I believe a 6th on this one.
Hannah Berry with 2 remaining. As Helen Kluwer is going to close this.
There goes Berry for her last round at the 22:45 mark. She looks great on the run. It's just the wall balls that have slowed her down a bit. Actually, talking to Hannah Berry and a couple of people from her box, she spent the last 2 weeks hiking in the Alps, not even training for this competition. She said, I had an opportunity to do it with a friend of mine, and I couldn't pass it up, and I figured, I'll just make the most of it when it comes time for Wide on the Loch. Obviously took the event win this morning, but what an incredible life experience to be able to do that. Now, Renata Gattel back in the pink, Carly Bryden just coming now. So Renata Gattel moving into that 4th place position pretty solidly. 3 more reps for Kluwer. Final rep for Kluwer. And she'll get in. So give her a 4th this morning, a 3rd here. That'll be 7 total points for her. Should put her into the 3rd place position overall.
23:44. Let's go, athletes. You've got 3 minutes.
Battle for the next finishing position is right here. Carly Bryden, Renata Gattel. With one of the mountains in the background, they're overlooking Lust Field here at Loch Lomond. About 2.5 minutes to the time cap. Should be enough time for both of them to finish. Anna Berry is back from that final run. You see her in the background there in blue shorts, trucking her way inside the rig. Trying to see which of these two women is going to get to those log hurdles first. And I believe it's Renata Gittal. 2 minutes to go. 30 reps remain for Gittal. Riding with the last few wall balls, and then she's going to need to really put the hammer down on the hurdles. And there she comes. So we had another race on the hurdles to the finish here. Maybe about a 5-rep lead for Gittal. Carly trying to dig here and find the energy to overtake Gittal. Barry grinding on the wall balls in the background. Gittal 8th this morning, Carly 6th.
Right, ladies, you've got just under 1 minute 15 to go. Let's push it.
Approaching the final minute of this workout. Less than 10. They're both on 21 and now 22. Quick break for Renata Gittal. They're on the same rep here. Less than 3 reps to go for both. And Carly Bryden's going to get it done 1 rep ahead of Renata Gittal. And Carly Bryden sneaks out point by a rep after 26 minutes and 15 seconds. What an epic battle there. Very last couple reps on the wall balls. Final 10 seconds. She'll fight for every rep. Completely exhausted.
3, 2, 1, time. Awesome finish, ladies. That was sick. Men's
Natalie,
opening.
you up for an interview? Come on.
Accustomed to the lane. You'll
I'm
be
gonna check in with Natalie Meeker here. We'll catch up with Sapphire Goddard later on. We'll just move off to the side for the men. I'm gonna hand you this. So when talking, just hold it kind of under your chin. I'm Brian, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Brian.
Let's just go over here.
Sure.
All right. So it's Nat. You go by Nat.
Nat, yeah.
Meeker.
Yeah.
And you're South African.
Yes, born and bred.
But where do you live?
We live in Durban, South Africa. So not the pretty Cape Town, but it's got its own beauty.
Yes, I was looking on your games profile. The box that has listed is in Durban.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you maybe lived up in the UK or something.
No. I live in Durban, have lived there my whole life. We came up to do a competition in Italy 2 weeks ago. And then friends of ours that live in Ireland were there last year when Rod and the Loch was happening. And he's friends with Carl. And we didn't have visas and stuff, so we couldn't do it then. But we said, like, this is a definite next year. So I did the qualifiers, and then, yeah, it was good. Now we're here.
And you keep saying we, so who else is with you here?
Myself and my fiance Stretch. So we actually own the box in Durban.
Man, that's amazing. And you have competed at the African semifinals as well?
Yes, yeah. It was my first year this year at semifinals.
How was that experience?
It was good. It was good. It just fueled the fire I didn't know I had. So hence my want and need to compete all over the world now.
Yeah, and this is a pretty unique competition. I mean, you guys got to do a 7-kilometer kayak this morning. You finished second in that. What was the experience like?
Well, I've never in my life sat in a kayak before, so something
way.
completely new to me. I spent 80% of the time just trying to keep it straight. I was just like going left and right, and it was really tough, but I like that kind of pain where it just lasts a long time. So it was really, really epic. And the scenery was beautiful.
And you had another long one here, but later today we have the strongman log. Have you ever used that before?
I have played with
30
one
seconds.
once. I did a Highland Games in South Africa once, and we had a 1 rep max log. So besides that, 4 years ago, I haven't used one since. But I really am looking forward to it. I love the awkward strength stuff. So it just tests brute force and brute strength. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, well,
So-
very unique competition. It's awesome that you guys are up here competing in it.
Thank
I'm going
you.
to see how the men take that on, but great start, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for
see you
having
now.
us.
5,
Thank you.
4,
Thank you.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, Nat Meeker taking the time to talk to us there. What a cool story. Her and her fiance own boxes down in Durban, South Africa. Made the trip up here, getting some competitions on the road. And while on the lock, certainly a unique experience. What a cool thing for them to be able to do, especially out here in the fields and on the water. Now the men's field a little different than the women's field. We got 3
We do have
heats.
a time to beat set by.
And we actually have the overall leader of the competition in the first heat here. And listen to Lauren in the background. There was a man named Stuart. Couldn't quite catch his last time. Finished this workout under 23 minutes in the scale division. Now we're in the RX division. When the athletes get back in here, we'll introduce you to them. But in lane 6 is going to be Alex Lucani, or Lucani. I didn't ask him how to pronounce his last name. But he won the kayak this morning.
He's the guy that in the gym goes up too hot.
Saw that the title of the workout was a boat race. Actually got in a kayak on Wednesday just in case. Ended up paying off for him, I guess. He doesn't have a ton of kayaking experience, but he beat Mike Leggett, who took second in that one. Mike Leggett is a 2-time defending champion of this competition and is well known for endurance and power events, machines, etc. A good swimmer. Here, all the men are coming back in from that first run. We'll let them get in here, and then we'll tell you who they are.
Harry Hutchinson into his warm ball first.
So as the men are filing in,
Another one. who
Sam
knows
Brody
what to
here.
expect when it comes to a wad on the lock.
lane number 2, Kyle Barnes,
The field.
no
very
shirt in
much
lane 3. In the gray cutoff,
in touch at this early stage.
Ash Dugan. Kyle Barnes, 7th place this morning on the kayak, by the way. Oh, actually, Sam Brody, he was 6th on the kayak, so a couple guys in the
Number 2,
top
we
10.
have Sam Brody.
Dean Walker,
Lane
in the
number
white
3,
and
Kyle
gray shorts there.
Lane
This
4,
is Alex
Duggan.
Lucani, lane number 6, green shorts, blue top, the overall leader of the competition at this point.
Lane 6.
Next to Alex,
Alex
Benjamin
Lucani.
Robeson.
He'll tell me that I've said that wrong for a second year running in a minute.
Harry Hutchinson, who was the first one back from that run.
Lane 8, Harry
And Chris
Hutchinson.
Riddle rounds out the
Lane
heat.
9, Chris Riddle.
Hutchinson looked great on that first run
And
and
here comes Hutchinson.
flew through the first set of wall balls, gets onto the wrong hurdle. But look at this, a little bit of a rebounding technique.
Look at that quick
I want you guys to see what he's doing with his hands here. This is cool.
Sam Brody,
Just
though,
look at that,
trying
how he
to keep
switches
it
the
touch.
front hand on every rep. But basically rebounding these 30 hurdles.
But
Let's
the
take a
rebound technique of Hutchinson,
quick break there.
very
Boy, showing us
effective.
something
If you
that I
can
really
keep your
haven't
heart rate
seen
low
yet.
enough.
Curious to see what it'll do for the heart rate over the course of the entire workout. You're going to see a lot of the other guys with a slower technique, but if that rhythmic pattern is sustainable over 5 rounds. Hutchinson at the 3:20 mark. A supporter of Harry's telling him to recover on the run. Let's see how much of a lead that ends up establishing for him. Again, there's 3 heats of the men's RX division, so it's not just about this heat, but the other 2 to come as well. And there are some pretty good guys really scattered throughout the heats at this point.
High risk, high reward, I think.
Alex Lucani, overall leader of the competition, makes a move on the wall balls and hurdle overs and pulls ahead Barnes and Brody. And then right in front of us, Chris Riddle. There goes Robeson. Couple reps remaining here. Hand up for his judge, Harry Hutchinson over here, leading the way. Let's see where he's at relative to Alex. Alex going to be entering your screen right there. So those are the 1 and 2. And that right there is your leader of the overall competition. We know he can go long after winning the 4-mile kayak in time, I think it was around 52, 53 minutes. Still trailing Hutchinson though. We'll pan back and let you see here because the pack is coming. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the heat, all there within about 15 meters of each other.
Let's go out like a rocket and hope it works.
So Hutchinson rounding the corner, and he's going to be making his way back inside the rig. Apologize for losing the frame there.
Oh, you have a lost dog. With amazing recall.
Harry Hutchinson,
As Harry Hutchinson makes
not the fastest run, but he still has a decent lead there. I think it's about a 2-minute and 10-second run. And Alex is only going to be less than 10 reps behind him at this point.
Alex Lucani, though, not far behind at all.
These will be 1 and 2. Picking up the wall ball in the background there, I believe that's Kyle Barnes. So Hutchinson, Lucani, Barnes.
Kyle Barnes, your unofficial third at the moment.
Dean Walker and Chris Riddle come in at the same time. Sam Brody, far side of the rig, joining them. And Ben Robeson. So almost all of the men here in this heat working on this second set of 30 wall balls by the 6.5-minute mark. Ash Dugan getting back. And now all the men within 30 reps of each other here in round 2. We know that Hutchinson has the fast hurdle over technique, and we're going to get a chance to see it once again. What we don't know is how sustainable it is.
Look at that, full technique.
9 quick reps, and that'll be his lead over Alex Lucani. You're going to see Alex with that more methodical technique I was talking about. He's still staying close to the hurdle, but the breathing of it is going to be easier when you have to do 150 reps of anything. Managing the heart rate is a critical component of it. Kyle Barnes, big breath, and he'll turn and get onto the hurdle. So this is 1, 2, 3, but you see Hutchinson at the 7.5-minute mark, heaving in the chest. And just from watching CrossFit over the years, I don't think that that's where you want to be when you're only about a third of the way through the workout. You got a couple other guys at a nice steady pace that are not that far behind you. Dean Walker, Sam Brody, and now Ben Robeson, excuse me, all also on the hurdle over. So 7 of the men here again, and it's Hutchinson at the 8-minute and 5-second mark, maintaining the lead there. Connie only about 9 seconds behind.
That gap is closing on Hutchinson.
Let's see what happens on this third run. Barnes taking a break over there. And this race for third in the heat is likely going to tighten up once again. Chris Riddle in the foreground here. Very smooth, steady pace. Nothing flashy yet. But in a 5-round workout, it's going to take over 22-3 minutes or so. It'll certainly pay off. Kyle is still the third in the heat, and he takes off. Lauren says, don't walk on us. Dean Walker, Chris Riddle, both heading out right behind him. So there's 3, 4, and 5 heading down the field. It's about 35-meter long field. They're going to try to reel in the leaders. Speaking of, there they are. The gap is now about maybe 8 meters for Hutchinson to Lucani. We're about halfway done with the total work required here. This is round number 3, 5. Heat number 2 warming up there in the background, or the foreground, I guess. So here come the leaders, Hutchinson and Lucani. Hardly anything between them here. Alex will have a shorter distance to get back to his lane. Hutchinson been leading from the start. Lucani is the overall leader of the competition, taking down the kayak race this morning. Hutchinson to the water bottle. Lucani hands on the wall ball again, and there's the pass. Alex Lucani now the leader in the heat. He got about a 4-rep lead over Hutchinson at this point. And even though Hutchinson has that fast hurdle over technique, he had a 9-rep lead to start the last round of hurdles, and it only produced a 9-second overall lead by the time they left the hurdles. Kyle Barnes is going to be entering the arena as well. Shift around and get him into the frame. You see him there on the left side of the screen. Break for Alex. And Chris Riddle's going to be coming in 4th here. Harry takes a break. There is Riddle in the all black. And Dean Walker losing the shirt there, middle of the rig. So here's the top 5 guys in heat number 1 of 3 for the men's RX division. And Alex heads to the logovers first in round 3. We're about approaching the 12-minute mark.
Yeah. Come on, keep going. Come on. Come on. Well done,
Harry heads to the hurdles. Shakes his head a little bit, but straight into them. Quick but small set there. So it continues to be Lucani and Hutchinson. Lucani making the pass in this round. And hand up for Barnes in the background. That's his last wall ball, so he'll hold down the 3 spot. Again, to start this one, Lucani was the overall leader. Harry Hutchinson, 18th on that kayak this morning. Definitely needs to make up some points here in event number 2. Kyle Barnes comes in 7th after the kayak, so pretty good position for him. Getting some encouragement from the crowd for Kyle.
Kyle Barnes taking advantage of Hutchinson and Lucani having a bit of
There
a
goes Lucani.
Alex Lucani, who is first onto the run.
13-minute mark.
Harry Hutchinson, keep jumping.
Will now lose
Not
the
over
shirt.
yet, man.
We'll catch up with him in a bit. We got 4 men on the hurdles now. Chris Riddle and Dean Walker. Riddle far side of your floor now. Walker with the blonde hair in the middle. Hutchinson will head out 2nd in the heat currently. Kyle Barnes, keeping an eye on him. 10 reps to go, so he's about 11 reps behind. Hutchinson has been slowing down though, so there is a possibility for Barnes if he can kind of just stay in the fight here. Sam Brody now heads to the hurdles. Brody was 6th this morning. He's currently 6th in the
To
heat.
close the gap between himself.
Lucani in the background, if you can see back there, he's working on that run in round 4. Hand up for Barnes, but hands are also on the knees. One more rep to go in this round. So he'll hold down the 3 spot. Hutchinson passing in the background there. About 100 meters behind. And Walker has overtaken Riddle there for fourth in the
Dean
heat.
Walker on Barnes' coattails.
And speaking of the races that are developing, you see Walker there on the left and
Close the gap.
Barnes over there on the right. That's the battle for 3 and 4, and Chris Riddle
Riddle.
shuffling his way out of the floor there. So that's 3, 4, and 5. But Alex Lucani pacing this one really well so far, getting ready to head back into the arena on his 4th run. We know the long distance, not much of an issue for him, winning the kayak earlier today.
Benjamin Robson. Lanes 2 and 6.
And here he comes. Let's see the transition. He was very fast in the last one, getting the wall ball up right away. Let's see if he still has that intensity, knowing that he's now in the lead.
Brody is done.
And there he goes. Sam Brody has finished up round number 3 in the background. He's one of the few guys with a shirt still on. He's going to be making a pass down the backside of the rig there, or the field there, in the black t-shirt and heading out on a run. 10 reps good for Lucani here in round 4. And as that's happening, Hutchinson entering the field of play there. Hutchinson still has about a 100-meter lead on Barnes.
Judges looking for the great
Little sip again, been a pattern for him in every round. You're going to see Barnes making the turn there in the background, still 3rd in the heat. Top 3 guys all back from the run here. 4th of 5 rounds of this variation of Kelly. Now Barnes is not going to get the wall ball up right away. He's been pretty good on the wall ball so far. And in the meantime, here comes Dean Walker, and right behind him, Chris Riddle. So that 3-4-5 battle is getting close once again. Approaching the 17-minute mark.
The fatigue really starting to set in now as we hit 17 minutes. 10 more minutes on the cap, gentlemen.
Far left on the rig is Riddle. Next to him is Hutchinson. Hutchinson's currently 2nd overall.
30, Loch Traverse going into his final round. Setting the
Ash Dugan heading out on his 4th round. He's a round behind the rest of these guys here. Lucani alone on the hurdles. Dean Walker, blonde hair, middle of the rig, and Kyle Barnes on the right side. Hutchinson now makes his way to the hurdles as well. And he still has the rebounding capacity.
Rebound technique.
Makes you wonder if he's practiced this
So
before.
effective, but it jacks the heart rate.
And Sam Brody back. Lucani finishes the 4th round underneath the 18-minute mark. Last run for Lucani.
60 reps to go.
There he goes. Leader of the competition, leader of the heat, looking to set the time to beat in this one with 2 more heats to go. No reseeding today. Maybe for tomorrow.
Your boy's winning.
Hutchinson resting on the log there. Nobody else yet to get there in this round. And just as I say that, 2 men finish up. And you see Dean Walker has finally taken over Barnes. Riddle as well to the log, and he'll pass Barnes. So Kyle Barnes giving away 2 positions here in the 4th round. Hutchinson is done, but Lucani is back there in the background, way about 250, 300 meters ahead.
Dean Walker trying to keep,
which equates to about a minute, 19-minute mark when Hutchinson heads out the field for the final time. So this is the 3rd place battle in the heat.
Kyle Barnes, though, well in
Connie,
the fight.
clearly the leader. Hutchinson
They were gonna have quite a
about
battle
300
for
meters
round
behind that.
victory.
then it's Riddle on the left, Walker middle of the screen,
Dan Brody.
and Barnes on the right, and now Brody.
Johnson thought, and he's off.
There he
Okay,
is,
Sam.
all black right side of the screen.
RX Male Heat number 2, your 10-minute warning. That is 10 minutes until we say 3, 2, 1, go.
And Dean Walker moves into that third position.
Goes Walker.
Glances at the clock, it says 20 minutes, so it was about a 1 minute gap from Lucani to Hutchinson and a 1 minute gap from Hutchinson to Walker. Walker has opened up a lead on Riddle and Barnes. Lucani is back in the arena. Final 60 reps for him. There goes Riddle, maintaining that newfound lead over Barnes. Barnes, final rep, and he'll head out for the final run at the 20-minute, 30-second mark. Brody working on there. Here is Alex Lucani, taking a break on 10 again. Hutchinson got about 80 meters to go on his run. Ash Dugan on the right side of the screen there. He's around behind Alex. And Robeson there on the hurdles in round number 4.
As Harry Hutchinson closes down his
He's in the race with Sam Brody over there.
onto the floor of play.
Another break for Lucani. I believe it's 5 reps to go for Lucani as Hutchinson just getting back. Brody heading out and Robeson right behind him. So that's going to be a bit of a battle. They have plenty of time to finish this workout and they're going to be basically step for step on that final run. And Alex Lucani into his final 30 reps, 21:50 on the clock. Let's see if he can hold on right here and just maintain this pace. It's not as fast as those hurdle hops that we see from Hutchinson, but it is a fast pace. And as you often see with barbell singles where you have coaches and athletes striving to keep close to the bar, he's doing that with the hurdle, holding on and almost pulling himself back into the next rep. Alex Lucani getting close to setting a time to beat here.
Says, I hate this.
That's 21. Less than 10 reps to go. Gotta just stay in it here. 2 more heats to go. All these seconds can matter. You just never know. Only a few reps. 3 more reps. He's got to get under the rig to finish. And Alex Lucani will take the heat. 22:40 unofficial. 22:40 for Lucani. Will win the heat. He'll set the time to beat Harry Hutchinson. Last bit of work, 22 minutes or 23 minutes of work. Got to dig deep here, make it count. 2 more heats to go as well. Got to find a way. Alex Lucani, 22:40 in the clubhouse. 2 heats to go. Everyone in those other heats knows he won this morning and just saw him win that, so he's certainly sending a message. And a little nuance of the scheduling here. They do have that lifting event later today, but by Lucani drawing this first heat, he's actually going to have potentially an hour more rest than some of the top men by the time he gets to that lifting event. It is spaced out for those guys. 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, but it's a little bit of a, he had also be done with his day a little earlier. 23:50. Hutchinson started hot, faded a little bit, but overall, very good performance.
The battle for third is coming down to this final round.
And this is where things are going to start to get interesting. I'll try to write some notes down for myself here real quick. 22:40, 23:50. We'll just keep track of those 2 times. Now, Chris Riddle, left side of the screen. I think he may have just taken over Walker. So Riddle, 1 rep in. Here comes Walker. It's a 2-rep difference. Here comes Barnes. 3 men battling for the 3rd place position in this heat. All of them going rep for rep over the hurdles. Mentioned a few rounds ago that Riddle wasn't doing anything fancy, but just kind of staying in a rhythm. He has finally overtaken both Barnes and Walker. Can he hold on here in the last few reps? We're approaching the 25-minute mark, so 2 minutes till the time cap here. Barnes gasping for air and holding on in the background, so he's going to fall off the pace. This one's going to come down to Riddle and Walker. Riddle looking great. Just a mental fortitude here in the fight. 6 more reps for Riddle. Staying so low to the hurdle there. And man, what an impressive finish for Chris Riddle. 25-22. Chris Riddle, phenomenal pacing throughout this event and throughout this heat. Walker with the final couple reps. And he'll be across 4th in the heat. And now we got 3 men on the hurdles once again. 1 minute and 15 to go to the time cap. Robeson in the foreground, Barnes and Brody over there. Last rep for Kyle Barnes. And Barnes will get in under the 26-minute mark. 25:52 unofficial for Barnes.
There is still 1 minute left on
Robeson closest to us, Brody farthest from us. Both men less than 1 minute to finish. Wanting to set a time here. 2 more heats to go. Brody taking a break. Robeson powering through.
Come on, boys. We've got Benjamin Robson.
Ash Dugan getting back from his final run.
We've got 40 seconds left on the clock.
Less than 10 reps for Robeson. Less than 10 reps for Brody. These guys are within a rep of each other.
For moral support. 25 seconds. Go, go, go.
It's going to be tight.
Oh, Dugan, Max Echo on those wobbles. Do not put it down.
Last rep for Robeson. 26:45 with the somersault. Brody forgetting to get across the line. Cost him a couple seconds. 26:50 and he'll get in.
5, 4,
And Dugan will grind all the way to the end.
1.
11 wall balls in the final round for Dugan. Great fight there.
Already there. Keeping it close.
Let's see if we can get a little conversation while we're waiting for the second heat to go. Because why not? Harry, you keen for a little interview?
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna give you this. Just hold it an inch or so below your chin. Second place on the heat there. You went out pretty fast. Do you think that if you had to do it again, you might have slowed the first round down a little?
Yeah, definitely. We're blaming Kyle, the director, because I was saying to him, I'm just going to go easy on the runs. So I've got stuff in my eyes. Easy on the runs and then just steady the whole way through. And he was like, no, it's all one in the runs. So we're blaming him. But yeah, it was fine. Good to
Well, where
second.
you really kind of looked different than the rest of the guys was on those hurdles.
Yeah.
I mean, you were switching the hand and you were doing this rebounding technique that I haven't seen yet.
Well
was
done.
that something that you were planning on? Have you done those before?
No, but so I live on a farm and I'm quite often jumping over fences, and that's my fence jumping tactic. So my friends are taking the piss out of me for saying that. But that's the way I jump over fences, so I just thought do that. So
Well, I mean, it was still a great performance, second in the heat.
thank you very
How are you
much.
feeling after 2 long events?
Ready for a wee break and a pizza, I think.
Yeah, pizza
Yeah.
and then some lifting.
Then some lifting. Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, great work, Harry. Thanks
Thank
for
you
taking
very
the time.
much. No worries.
Yep.
Give you that. Cheers.
Harry Hutchinson, second in the heat here, and putting the life skills of the farm into action on those hurdles there. So pretty cool to see that come into play in a competition, and clearly unique technique. But the rest of the men have got a chance to see it now. So let's see if anyone else learns from Hutchinson and is able to apply it in heats 2 or 3 for the elite men's division. That's a lot of chalk on that wall ball. 1 minute to the start for heat number 2.